big question, would I come back and would I stay here again? Good morning everybody, and welcome to my full ultimate guide to Disney's All-Star Movies Resort. In this video I'm going to give you all the information that you need should you be considering staying at this value Disney resort. So the resort itself is set in 300 acres. It consists of 1,920 rooms themed across the Mighty Ducks, 101 Dalmatians, the Love Bug, Fantasia and Toy Stories. So I'm going to take you around the hotel. If you have any questions at the end of the video, please do put them in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. And I do undertake in all of my videos to answer any questions in a maximum of 48 hours. I'll show you everything that I think you need to know should you be considering coming here. I'll share with you what I consider to be the good things and not so good things. The buses, as you can see, is where you pick up your Disney transportation to all of the various Disney theme parks and Disney Springs. They begin running early in the morning to take advantage of rope drop, and you can easily see the times of the transportation as they are published on the boards there and there throughout the day. So as you can see, it's 8:10 in the morning and those are the times of the next buses. So if you go and wait in the queue, they do cater for people with mobility issues or scooters, as you can see some down there. Those people are always allowed on first via the ramps on the double doors of the bus, and once any mobility scooters are loaded, we can then take advantage of everybody else getting onto the bus. So coming into the main reception area here, the first thing you'll do when you get here is check in. Those are the various check-in desks there. You speak to a person in the middle, like that lady, advising what you want to speak to someone about, and they will direct you accordingly to one of the various desks. If you're celebrating anything, or it's a birthday, then you can ask for a badge, and you can wear that should you be going around any of the Disney parks, and you may get some special benefits from that. They play cartoons throughout the day, so if there's big queues when you're checking in, for example, then little ones can be entertained watching that while the parents check in. So that's the reception area and bell services. If you want to order a particular taxi, i.e. not use Lyft or Uber, then the concierge out there can order a taxi for you. If you want like a big minibus type taxi, if you're going into International Drive or to Universal Studios, then that can be organised there for you. So if you're going to the theme parks, you may as well take advantage of the Disney transportation, because it's completely free of charge if you stay on Disney property, and obviously included in the price of your package. So that's the reception area. I do have a shop which sells some basic essentials and lots of Disney merchandise, as you can see. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning.
Again, this is replicated in all of the Disney parks, as you can probably imagine. But what I will show you is the things that you might need during your visit that they stock here. Not much, but certain things that can put you out of trouble. So cough and throat relief, band-aids, Peptos, toothbrushes, mouthwash, all the usual stuff that you may need in an emergency, as well as essentials for little ones as well. My advice would be to get anything that you need outside of the Disney resort, because their prices, in my opinion, are absolutely extortionate. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute when we go into the restaurant. And it's not just me saying that. I've spoken to a number of American people over the last few days, and they say that Disney prices are quite insane, really. These are the magic bands you can get here, so you can see the prices of those. You simply, when you get into the park, you can simply use that to tap in to your entrance to the parks, which makes life a lot easier. So that's the shop. I'll now take you into the restaurant, which serves breakfast, lunch and dinner. I've come here for 2 weeks with my family. I've now been here for 10 days, and to be honest, the food is getting a little bit repetitive now. But this is where I may have an issue with copyright. So if it goes a little bit quiet, I will do a talk over of this particular restaurant. I think it's got, I have to say, quite a bit about this place. So again, that's an example of the things they can offer. $3.49 for 2 hard-boiled eggs. Seems a lot of money to me. And $5.69 for a small cup of grapes. But the killer for me is this. One piece of fruit. $2.29 for one piece of fruit. So just going to show you the dinner options. And this is the dinner options in the restaurant. That is all the same as it was this morning for breakfast. This particular area of the food court was refurbished about 2 weeks after we visited, but I have heard from people that it isn't very much different as it was previously. I have had the beef and vegetable stir fry last night, and it was actually quite nice. And over here is more fast food options. You can purchase refillable drinks cups from this area for about $25, which are good value because it enables you to refill your drinks at any of the Disney resorts. You can't, however, take these and refill them in the Disney parks. So again, they're very similar for lunch. That just shows you the dinner options in the restaurant. Chili dog with chili and cheese fries and a coffee. So this is the pool. So I've done this video early so as not to impose on anybody. It's locked, but you can get an idea. Where Mickey is at the end now, you do have water spouts coming out during the day when it's turned on. There's never any issue of getting a sunbed at any time of the day that I've been here. If there is any chance of electrical activity like thunder and lightning, they will automatically close the pool, which they have done for the last 3 days. Because they don't want to take any chances of, you know, thunder and lightning and someone being in the water, which I think is a good thing. But never a problem with a bed at all. The only issue I do have in there is because it's obviously very hot and sunny in Florida. There are very limited sun parasols, as you can see. So if they're taken, then you've got no option other than to stay out in the blazing sun with no protection. I guess that's done for aesthetics, but I'm not 100% sure on that. There is a little kiddies toddler pool over there, which again I'll show you shortly. This is the Silver Screen Spirits Bar. It opens at 12 midday and closes at 11 p.m, where you can buy various cocktails and frozen cocktails. That's an idea of the drinks that they do. Beer, draft beer is $9.50 to $12. Bottled and canned beer $9.25 to $12.25. And the same drinks over there. Fruit in the restaurant was just extortionate. For one apple, one orange, which is a Florida orange, or one banana, you're looking at $2.30 for one piece of fruit. And you're looking at $4 for one of those little bowls of cereal. When my son went to Walmart in the hire car yesterday and he picked up a pack of 7 for $4.99. So that type of thing I think is really expensive when it comes to Disney. So this is the little children's area. As you can see, it's open the same time as the pool, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. So if we come back from the park and want an evening swim, you can do. Just a little area for them to paddle around in some water there. That in there is the laundrette. You can obviously bring your own detergent and fabric softener. If you get it from the machine in there, it's $1 for detergent and $1 for fabric softener. So I'm going to take you around and show you what the individual lands are now, and we'll start off with Toy Story. So again, get your bearings as you come out from the check-in area, and you've got the restaurant there, the shop behind it. You come out to the pool and turn left. This is where and what heads down to one of the first areas with the bedrooms, which is Toy Story Land, and I'll take you down there now. It doesn't really matter what land you stay in because the rooms are very similar. If you're from the UK, I would suggest the rooms are very much like a Premier Inn room. The only thing inside the room that determines it's a Disney room is above the bed is a painting picture of Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Other than that, you wouldn't have thought you was in a Disney room, to be honest with you. But this gives you an idea of what Toy Story is like. Once we've finished in Toy Story, I will insert a video of the room tour for the room that we're staying in. We're actually in the Love Bug. It's great for the children though when they come in and they see a giant Buzz Lightyear or a giant Woody. So plenty of picture opportunities. The staff in the hotel have always been really nice and friendly and really helpful. Disney themselves though, I must say, I'm really disappointed with. I've tweeted 4 times about why is it that we can't get a dairy alternative to milk, and 4 times they have removed my tweet and have not bothered answering. I've also asked at reception and no one there can give me a straight answer either. My wife has also lost something on site and she's sent an email and she's chased it twice, had no response, yet at the same period of time we've had 6 surveys come through asking if we've enjoyed our stay here. So I do think the social media side of Disney need to get their act together really and sort out. So that's really Toy Story. As I say, at this point I will insert a room tour so you can see what the inside of the rooms is like. So the rooms are the same, it doesn't matter what area that you stay in. So this is a room, a standard room in the All-Star Movies Resort. As you can see, little coffee pod machine there with ice bucket and fridge. There is room for a scooter. One of our party has disability, so you can hire a scooter in Orlando. There is a partner program with Disney Resorts and a particular scooter company. It's delivered to the resort for you, and you can obviously bring them in the rooms to charge them up. TV. There is an Alexa type machine there to ask anything Disney related on the Disney Alexa. That looks like a wardrobe, but it is actually a bed. We've obviously got a table there and 2 chairs. That pulls down to make another bed exactly the same size as a double bed here. This is a connecting room. I've got my 2 young grandchildren with me with their mum and dad. Standard sink mirror. Not very much storage space, but that will do for this type of holiday. And shower and toilet. So it gives you an indication of what the room actually looks like. As you can possibly hear, the walls are very, very thin though. You can pay extra for a preferred room at this resort, which will mean you are closer to the lobby, food court and transportation. The preferred rooms are located at Toy Story, Fantasia and 101 Dalmatians. As you come out of Toy Story Land, there is a little children's play area here to run off some steam if they're not already tired from visiting the theme parks. As you can see, it's for ages 2 to 5. Just gives you an idea of what's available here. Okay, I'll take you down now and show you the Mighty Ducks pool. It doesn't seem as popular and it's certainly not as busy as the Fantasia pool, but if you want a little chill out area or you've got maybe very young children, that might be the best option for you. But I'll take you down there now, and to get your bearings on that, it's really directly opposite Toy Story Land, so it's literally right down the end there. I'll take you down there now. I do have various recreation activities. They do movies under the stars every night, depending on the weather. You can see that's the schedule. It starts at 8:30. Gives you an idea of what they do there. They also do poolside activities throughout the day, again dependent on weather. And that gives you an example of what's on offer there. So Saturday is today. So it'll be poolside activities, Mickey Tie and Dye, arcade tournament, Sorcerer's Campfire between Fantasia buildings. What that basically is at the back of the pool, and you'll probably see that in a little while, there is a big pit there, and they do free marshmallow toasting in the open pit, which again is good to try and experience that as something a little bit different. There's also a directory, as you can see. That's directly outside Fantasia pool. Everything is well signposted. You can see there Mighty Ducks building 2 and 3, Duck Pond pool, another laundry, and the Love Bug where I'm staying, building 6 and 7, is literally down there. So to get to the Mighty Ducks pool, we're walking through the 101 Dalmatians themed rooms. As I mentioned, the rooms are no different whatever building you stay in. It's just in what particular themed area of the resort you're actually staying in. And again, like the giant Buzz and Woody, you've got a couple of giant Dalmatian dogs. And another photo opportunity. Okay, that's the Mighty Ducks pool directly in front. So here we are at the Mighty Ducks pool. Again, the Mighty Ducks themed area rooms. And this is, as you can see, a much smaller pool than Fantasia. And again, themed around the Mighty Ducks. Once more, very limited in respect of some parasols, which I think is quite poor really, because say the sun is so strong in Florida. You know, people want to play out by the pools and have fun, but there's very little opportunity to get shade. I suppose they want people in the parks, I guess. But yeah, I think they could do something differently or more when it comes to sun parasols. But that's the second pool. That's the Mighty Ducks. And I'll take you to see Fantasia and the Love Bug areas, which are basically that way. So we left the Mighty Ducks pool area down there. I'll show you what Fantasia and the Love Bug areas look like. One point of note, you can, if you take food from the restaurant, you can eat it around the pool. There are plenty of rubbish bins to dispose of your cardboard plates and your plastic knives and spoons, and you can also obviously take them up to your room as well if you prefer to eat in the room rather than in the restaurant. It's absolutely permitted to do that. If you do have a disability or mobility issue and you want to hire a scooter, which I've done for my wife on this holiday. She has quite a severe back problem and can't walk distances, so we hired a mobility scooter. If you want details of that, please ask in the comments and I'll be more than happy to recommend the company that we use. And it's absolutely permitted to recharge those mobility scooters in the rooms, because every building has a lift as well as stairs. You can get the mobility scooters up to the rooms, so you don't have to necessarily ask or request for a ground floor room. You can take them up and just drive them into your room and charge them in the corner, which works quite well. This is the Fantasia area. As I mentioned, all the rooms are the same apart from different themes. And this area where the Love Bug is and Fantasia is about a 5-minute walk to the restaurant reception and transportation to the parks. Over here, I mentioned earlier about the marshmallow toasting in the evening. That takes place there at the pit with Donald and Daisy. And here we are at the area that I'm staying in, which is the Love Bug area, which covers building 6 and 7, as you can see. The grounds are really well kept, as you would expect from Disney, and the staff are really friendly and helpful. If you've got any questions, as you would expect with Disney, they're more than happy to help. Take you up to the winner's circle and I'll give you my thoughts about actually staying here at the resort. And there's the famous Herbie from the Love Bug. So that really concludes my ultimate guide review of Disney All-Star Movies Resorts. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any questions or any comments, please do put them in the comments below, and I will always undertake to answer any questions you've got within a 48-hour period maximum. So big question, would I come back and would I stay here again? Probably not, if I'm honest. I've been fortunate enough to stay at other Disney resorts such as Animal Kingdom Lodge and the Caribbean Beach Resort, and although they are more expensive, admittedly, I've just felt the Disney experience and the value for money were greater than being here. So this room effectively works out about £220 a night, which is a lot of money. And as you've seen from the room tour, the room isn't really anything special. If you are here, how often are you really going to be staying here? I would suggest that you're going to probably be at the parks or doing some shopping most of the time. Maybe come back and use the pool in the evening. So it's obviously your choice if you think that's value for money. But I felt trapped in the Disney bubble. That's probably the main reason I wouldn't come back. Because the Disney resort area is so vast, it covers the size of, I think, San Francisco or Manchester, then you can't just walk to a local supermarket to bring groceries back to save yourself some money on food, for example. So you are very much reliant on eating and drinking in Disney. Obviously you can get a lift or an Uber or hire a car and go out and bring some supplies back, but you do feel trapped. Yes, it has the advantage of the Disney transport, of course, which will save you a lot of money on parking if you go into the parks. So I think it's something you need to weigh up carefully and decide what's really important for you should you want to come here. So the staff here are good, the facilities are okay. I just haven't felt I've had the full Disney experience really in actually being here, but that's just my personal opinion. So if you have enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up like, as it will really help my channel to grow, and please do consider subscribing to the channel, because again that will help my channel to grow as well, and I thank you very much for that. And if you've already subscribed, thank you very, very much indeed. I will be posting other videos from Florida. There'll be videos coming from Disney Springs, from Epcot, from Magic Kingdom, for Disney Hollywood Studios, and from Animal Kingdom. So please do catch those if you haven't done so yet. And again, if you've got any questions or comments about those particular parks, different ways to save money, because there are vast ways that you can save yourself some money going to those parks, I'll be more than happy to help you. So thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers.